Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Please let me in.
I think I should come in, miss. I'd like to check if everything is okay, what with the epidemic spreading across London.
An epidemic, you say? How terrible. I had no idea. But where are my manners? Please do come in, Doctor. You are a doctor, yes?
So, I believe this is the mother of the boy that we found dead in the bedroom after we realised that me at a level, was it 9? Trying to tackle 11, 19 was not the best idea. And we lost not only a guy called Archer, but we found her murdered son. Rodney. Where's Dale? I just heard what happened tonight. I ran to your house, but you were already gone. So now I'm writing this note. Is it true you killed him? Can't believe it. Why? What happened? I really need to talk to you now. Dude, please stop talking. Please find a way to contact me when you receive this message. Since I know you can be very cautious, and to prove you this is not a trap, let's use a code when we meet. I'll whistle my name, Jack, in Morse code, and you'll whistle yours, okay? This way you'll know it's really me. For now, it's a good thing you're hiding. The wet boot boys are all over the neighbourhood claiming they'll punish the man who murdered one of them. I'm sure we can make an arrangement to settle things. He was the one. We heard that Booth tried to take out someone. Booth is one of the members of the Wet Boot Boys, who's sleeping with the ex-leader's wife, who's now the leader. It's confusing a little, especially with the way I explain it. But they said that someone took out one of their men and they had to get revenge, essentially. So I assume that's what they're referring to?
It's locked, all right.
Oh, there's so many things that are locked that I want open. How do I do that? Is there an upgrade or something? Ma'am? I'm Jack.
So, Dr. Tippett.
What?
What brings you back here?
Oh,
I
that's
heard whispers you had a job at
interesting.
that fancy hospital.
I told you my name is Jonathan Reid. Don't you remember?
Of course I do. I remember my name too. Gillingham. But you may call me Enid, Doctor. I'm very happy to see you again.
Do you require medical attention, miss?
I'm glad you asked, Dr. Tippett. I must confess I haven't felt that well of late.
I'll try my best. Here, take this. And please, try to get some rest.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you very much.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Oh, no. I don't gossip. That would be most unbecoming of a lady such as myself.
Is anyone taking care of you, Miss Gillingham?
My son is always here to take care of me. He's a good boy like that, but I do worry that he needs to start living his own life. Why, I would never say that to him, of course.
Oh, boy.
Who are the more influential figures on the docks?
Well, I heard about some terrible illness going around. I would say in that case that it's you, Dr. Tippett.
Oh, boy.
Enid, have you really no idea what happened to your son? No idea at all?
I've not seen Jack for so long. I lose track of time. Has something bad happened to him?
We have to.
Jack is dead, Miss Gillingham.
Of course he's not. I've seen him. Tonight, in fact. Ever the joker, Dr. Tippett.
I found this watch. It was a gift from you to your boy, wasn't it? I think it should return to you now.
Oh, I remember. Yes, I recall the day I offered Jack this watch. Oh, it was such a beautiful day. Thank you, sir.
Trinkets and possessions help us remember our past. Promise me you'll not lose it.
I would never lose anything that belonged to Jack. Why don't you take this? Dr. Tippett's? Please, for your charity.
I'm looking for a Sean Hampton. Do you know where I might find him?
Sean Hampton, you say? Oh, the name does seem vaguely familiar, but alas, I cannot recall from where.
Goodbye, Miss Gilly.
I was hoping that would help her remember that he's gone, because why would she have his watch otherwise? But that doesn't appear to have happened. Well, that's sad.
Are you certain you're not lost, sir? You seem quite the stranger to these parts.
We met some new characters. I'm happy about that. Seems like a waste of a room.
Are you certain you're not lost, sir? You seem quite the stranger to these parts.
Can he get a new line, please? Oh, a bar. Oh. Apparently it's not fresh. Oh my life, what is happening in here? Okay, I've got so many places to go. Hold on. We will get to Mr. Hampton. Oh, wow. Oh, we're the other side again. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. We have to go back. They didn't take each other out. That did not work the way I wanted it to, did it? Oh.
Are you certain you're not lost, sir? You seem quite the stranger to these parts.
I'm glad I met you, sir, but could you stop? Didn't even say I unlocked it. Are you kidding me? Turquoise turtle?
It's locked.
Who are you, ma'am?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
May I ask what you do for a living?
I'm killing myself scraping for a living. And you? Have you ever had to struggle in your entire life?
As I told you, I'm a doctor. You have to work a lot to earn that title.
Oh, a doctor. Born with money in a nice house, were we? Was Daddy a banker or a doctor himself?
Why such hatred? Are you judging me by my clothes and my job?
Course I am. Fuck, you're so blind. You don't even see your privilege. Lazy people like you disgust me.
Okay.
What can you tell me about this vicinity?
Tell you what, Just spend a few weeks here, and then ask me that question again. If you're still alive, I mean.
Do you need medical help, Miss Paxton?
No, thank you.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
What is it you want? Does he owe you money? Has he displeased your Royal Highness? I'm no snitch, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Well then, I mean, I know I said I wanted new characters, but so far they have been horrible. Wow. Charmer. Really? It's literally right next to me and you're not going to be a snitch? Are you high? Hello, are you any more pleasant?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. Can I help you?
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
And what about you? Working outside at night in this dangerous part of town?
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Is it not dangerous to work here at night?
As long as I have good legs, I can run away from trouble. The sad saint now provides me and my sister a bed and a roof. I don't want to lose that.
Why does it keep calling him the sad saint?
Are you homeless, Miss Paxton?
Mr. Hampton's night asylum is our new home now. It's a safe place for me and my sister.
Oh, it's your sister.
What can you tell me about the sad saint?
It's just the nickname of Sean Hampton, the sad saint of the East End. He gave me shelter, and he's not always sad.
So why do you call him that then? That wouldn't be something to be proud to be known as.
What can you tell me about this place? How are things here?
It may be okay for a strong girl like me, but a dandy doctor from the city like yourself, you better watch your back, Mr. Reid.
You really think I should go back to a safer place, miss?
No, I think you had better stay and help as many people as you can. Just avoid the wet boot boys. Those bastards are worse than the epidemic.
Which local dangers must I avoid?
Well, the gangs, the thieves, the drunks, the jobless. A man with your fancy clothes will attract a lot of attention.
Well, I am not someone so easily intimidated.
Glad to hear that. And if you get into trouble, you can always seek help at Sean Hampton's shelter. No one would dare to be violent there.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton.
Mr. Hampton must be in his office at the night asylum he manages, I suppose. Why do you want to see him?
He was a patient of mine at the Pembroke Hospital, but he left abruptly.
I see. Well, Mr. Hampton is a discreet and dedicated man. I'm sure you'll find him soon enough.
Do you need my...
I'm fine, Dr. Reid.
Goodbye.
Okay. I mean, she's more pleasant than her sister. Honestly, thought she was her daughter because she looks so much younger. Oh. What is that in his hand? Let me loot first. Does he even know what he's done is the question. Did he even do it? No one said they saw him. Did they? They didn't, right? The bomb exploded just after dawn in front of the Dawson & Dawson munitions. That is the one we're talking about. The detonation smashed the windows of all factories in North Southwark. It's a miracle only 2 people died, confirmed Chief Superintendent Alexander Brighton.
It's locked, all right.
That is what Delaney from the pub did, the drunk. Mum? Now you're confusing me. There's a downstairs. Do I go downstairs? Do I go up to... Oh. Oh. My prayer for my beloved mother, Gertrude Paxton, who now awaits her daughters in heaven. Oh, no. Until that day, I thank you for allowing me to wake up and go through each new day in an honest poverty and modesty. Please protect the good Mr. Hampton, who let us sleep in his night shelter. I humbly ask you forgive me for the resentment I feel towards my sister. I don't blame you. Bless be her soul. Thank you for hearing me. Why do I feel like this is going to be some kind of fighting arena? Why else would there be anything down here? All that for 2 shillings and a bottle of alcohol. Okay. Can't go in there. Oh. Miss Paxton, I recently heard that something Hampton's shelter for months and money or support of any kind. Without a positive answer from you, I may be. My boys always get what they accepted for no answer. Accept no for answer. Keep on refusing to answer me. Okay, they're in debt. Not good. Now I'm going to have to talk to them again before I even touch Hampton.
I know I promised you I'd do everything right, Mum.
He stomps. Okay, I'll talk to you first because you're pleasant. Oh, wait a minute.
Glad to see you again, Mr. Reid.
Lottie, tell me about the death of your mother.
Giselle killed her. Plain and simple. She killed her with her daily whims, her laziness, and her complaints.
That's quite a statement. You can't kill someone because you're fickle.
Mother was very ill, but I forgave Giselle. What I couldn't stand was how she cried at her funeral like she was the one left alone.
Perhaps your sister is not as tough as you are.
I know that, and I don't blame her. It just makes me sad that my own sister is the person I understand the least.
Giselle is the only family you have left. Don't you think it's time you forgave her?
Sometimes words are harder to forgive than acts, Dr. Reid.
Honestly, I think the sister's the one we need to talk to.
Tell me about the Wet Boot Boys. I know they've threatened you.
Edwina Cox wanted me to provide her with information about Mr. Hampton's resources. I refused.
Is that not dangerous?
Fuck them and their lies. They claim they protect the interests of the neighborhood, but they are just greedy parasites like all the rest.
I respect your courage, Miss Paxton, and I hope life will never wear you down.
Dr. Reid, you know how to make a girl blush. I am glad you came to the docks, whatever your real reasons are.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
I don't want to talk to this one. Where is she?
What?
Tell you what,
You don't know me, Miss Paxton, and yet you see me as an enemy.
your manners, your clothes, your words tell me everything about you, sir. I know your kind, and you don't belong here.
Oh no, Miss Paxton, you really don't know my kind.
Oh.
You have no idea who I am.
All right, okay. No need to get all worked up.
I liked that though.
If you have something to say, say it. I'm getting tired of all this.
Oh. You want information instead? Well, here's some for you. Giselle Paxton does not like you at all, Doctor.
I'm getting hungry.
Giselle, I know you sleep at Sean Hampton's shelter. What can you tell me about him?
He provided a roof for me and my sister. I am grateful, of course, but he gives me the creeps.
Why is that?
He's always sad, like he's about to cry. He's always asking us to get closer to God, to give ourselves to the Lord. Creepy.
You speak of strikes and class enemy. Am I right to assume you're involved in trade union activism?
You bet I am. Well, I was. Nowadays, I'm just another worker blacklisted by the big companies.
You lost your job because of your beliefs.
Those bastards really hate a worker who refuses slave wages and unsafe conditions, especially when it's a woman.
Isn't the whole point of trade unions to help workers in need? Why don't they support you?
A few nights back, I lost the money my companions had asked me to hide. With me and my sister being penniless, they thought I stole it.
What really happened?
I drank too much that night. Strange men saw me count the money in that bar. Some
What an
sort
idiot.
of militia in uniform. I'm sure they robbed me.
Giselle, tell me about the death of your mother.
After our father died, Mother worked so hard she made herself sick. We spent all the money we had on useless drugs and doctors. It was hell.
Hell? What do you mean?
The three of us were exhausted and desperate. And when I'm desperate, I tend to get angry. And I'm hard to live with. Lottie said I killed Mother.
You should talk to your sister. Whatever happened when your mother died, the truth lies somewhere between your two versions.
I don't want to talk about that. It was years ago. We Paxton sisters are tough. We don't apologise.
No, you should apologise, darling. Get off your throne.
Well,
Whatever. So, Mr. Hampton. What is going on, dude? Forgive me, God, for what I'm about to confess. Sometimes I wish I never saved Dyson Delaney from drowning when he fell in the canal. Oh, wow. Please forgive me, Lord, for I'm just a sinner. Dyson may be the most frustrating case I ever had to deal with since I opened my shelter in the East End. For years, I tried to understand why this man regularly makes me so irritated, and I think I recently found why. Dyson stopped fighting. For good and forever. I've met so many heavy drinkers in my life, men and women, rich and poor, young and old. I've witnessed their fight with their demons, their past, their guilt and their failures. Sometimes they can put a name on this inner evil of theirs. Sometimes they've never been able to identify the real cause of their inner despair. But in most cases, for most men and women, to drink is a way to keep fighting, of course. It's a useless and a destructive form of struggle, but at least this self-destructive means that something makes them suffer and they'll still fight against the pain they feel. Even a severe alcoholic like William Bishop keeps struggling with his addiction and asking for salvation, for the light of Christ. And as long as they wish to see this light, there is place for hope. Dyson has no hope left. He doesn't drink to smother his pain, no. I'm convinced he conscientiously drinks for the sadist joy of smothering it. I really don't know what is worse sin, to deliberately cast away hope from your own heart or completely bask in self-destruction. Okay. Wow. Didn't expect some Delaney backstory there. In a minute. Thank you. I love how he moved out of the way so I could loot him. Okay. Hello. What happened to your hands, sir?
Why the long face, Doctor?
Oh, wow.
It looks like we both have changed a lot. I must confess, it saddens me, Sean.
Put your faith in the Lord, Doctor. He has a plan for all of us. We may not always see it, but he does.
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
Aren't you afraid of what you've become?
We are blessed, Doctor. Can't you see it? The Lord has made us able to walk amongst the plague and aid those that need it.
Like that? No.
Do you think this is a blessing when God's own house and holy symbols repel you?
If that is your burden, Doctor, so be it. But I do not fear the cross, nor am I forced to take the life of another. My kind doesn't share your imperfections.
You're not forced to take the life. Well, then why have you? You chose to? That's even worse.
But you must drink blood now to survive.
No, not your scripture. Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood
life.
hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. So saith the Lord. I only need to eat flesh, no blood.
Why return here?
This is my home. These people are my flock. You will always find me where I am needed.
Wonders never cease. SKAL managing an asylum.
And what of you? A vampire doctor? Meals laid out before you. Yet you restrain.
And what about William Bishop? He tried to take care of you. But this hunger, this thirst, cannot be restrained.
Alas, poor William. He had a good soul, but was weak in spirit. He could not shake the thirst for booze, never mind blood. But have faith. My will is far stronger than his.
We have seen the bodies behind you.
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
What?
So you claim Miss Jones' death was not by your hand, nor the other incidents at Pembroke?
Though Harriet was an angry, spiteful woman, she was one of God's creatures. I have nothing but love for all he has made.
I don't know if he's just a good liar, but as I said at the start of this investigation, I am wondering if it was in fact Priwen trying to stir trouble.
But you were close to her.
Of course. But she was lost, separated from the fold. She did not see the hand of the divine in my blessed condition.
What?
But you were close.
Of course. But she was...
No, I wanted to know that last bit.
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
Very well. You have definitely intrigued me. I hope you're right, Sean.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I'll surrender myself to your judgment.
They get worse though, don't they? So whether or not he's helpful now, he might not remain that way. Either way, we'll have to find out in due time and end this episode here. Wow. I feel like the end of every episode at the moment, unless I'm spending it looting, I'm just going wow, because there's twists, there's turns, and we have got a lot going on, Jonathan. Wow. Okay. Nevertheless, thank you for watching. I hope you're enjoying it so far. I'm wondering if I've made any different choices than others. Has there been that many choices, though? We'll see. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.